Hello everyone. In the series of Learning Database Management System, today we are going to solve subqueries, nested queries, correlated nested queries on bank database. Already one video I have uploaded earlier where all these topics, subquery, nested query, and correlated nested queries, I have explained. So all the theoretical background you can get from that video, and I have solved the few queries on university database. So you can find one student table, class table, faculty table, and enrolled table, and there we have solved some queries. So if you have not watched that video, please first see that video so you can understand these query efficiently. Here we are going to use a bank database. Here, as you can see, I'm having 6 tables: bank, branch, account, depositor, customer, borrower, and loan. All the primary keys are underlined. So as you can see in branch table, the branch name is the primary key. For account table, account number is a primary key. Depositor and borrower is not having any primary key. Customer table is with customer name as primary key, and loan table has loan number as primary key. Here if you can see, branch name of accounts table is getting its reference from branch table. So here branch name is acting as a foreign key. Similarly, account number from depositor is taking its reference from account table. So here it is acting as a foreign key, and here customer name is also a foreign key because it is taking its reference from customer table. So all these tables I have already created. So let me just show you. Here I have already created these tables and few dummy values I have given. So I have first created a bank database. So for using that particular database, I have to write use and that database name. So my database name is bankdb. So now I'm inside bank database, and all the tables, as I was saying, I have created. So let me show the values for that table. So select star from table name I have to do. So here first table which I'm showing you is branch table. So here I have inserted few dummy values so we can fetch the data accordingly. Here next I'm having depositor table. So this is the depositor table. Then I have created account table. So this is my account table. Next I created a loan table. So this is my loan table. Then I'm having a customer table. So here is customer table. Then I'm having a borrower table. So here is my borrower table. And at last I'm having a loan table. So as you can see here, I'm having a loan table. So all these values I have already inserted, keeping the primary key and foreign key constraint in mind. So next what we are going to do, we are going to solve one by one all the queries so you can understand the topic efficiently. So first query is find the number of branches that currently don't have loan. We want those branches that don't have loan, and we want the count because it's asking number of branches. So as you can see, the branches which are having loan are coming from loan table. Fine. The loan details of the branches are coming from loan table, and we are talking about branches. That means I'm going to work on branch table as well. Fine. So let me write the query. So I want to select, basically I want to count the branches. I want to count the branch name. So I'm using the keyword count. Now there can be same branch with more than one loan. So I just want to count that branch only once. Fine. So I'm writing here distinct keyword will remove duplicacy, and I'm using alias. So with extension I'm writing b.br name. B I'm using for branch. So here when I will give table name, I will give branch from table name, and my table name is branch. and here I'm giving the alias. You can write branch as B also, no problem. Then I have to join it with loan table, so I'm giving a comma. If you want to write the keyword join, then also it will work same. So I'm writing comma loan, and for loan I'm giving the alias as L. So you can do either way. You can write branch as B, join loan as L, or you can write like this: branch space B, comma loan space L. Now I have to give the condition. My condition is where B dot BR name. Now we want only those branches which are not having loan. That means a kind of set difference we want. So here I have to use the keyword not in, and in the nested query inside internal query I will write I want to select distinct for for I want for branch name. So br underscore name from which table? From loan table. So if you can see this query, what it will give, the internal query select distinct br underscore name from loan. It will give me branch, all the branch name from loan, whatever branch name present in loan. If you can see here, these branches are present in loan. I have just done select star from loan. If you can see, these 5 branches are present in loan table. So all these 5 names are going to come because of this internal query. Now after that, what we want to count distinct branch name from branch table. Now from branch table we will count distinct branch name where br underscore name, we will count only those branch name which are not coming from this internal query, not in this internal query. And from this internal query we are getting these 5 branches. Fine. So these 5 branches it will not count. It will only count those branches which are not coming from this internal query. So if I will run this particular command, as you can see here, if you can see, count distinct b dot br name is output, we are getting 1. So let me show you loan table we have already seen. Let me show you branch table. So if you can see here we are having 6 branches, and if you will see loan table, here I'm having 5 branch name. So if you can see Kasturi Nagar, Kormangla, Maruti Nagar, Kormangla, Kasturi Nagar, Maruti Nagar, Sadashiv Nagar, Vitthal Nagar, Sadashiv Nagar, Vitthal Nagar. All these branches are present in loan. Only one branch, that is this Rajan Kunte branch. This is not present in the loan table. So this is the only branch which is not having loan. So if you can see, it's counted properly. Here I got output as one branch. Fine. Okay. Now let's see that another query. Find all the customer who have at least 2 accounts at the Sadashiv Nagar branch. So now we want to count the customer name. Basically what we want that particular customer name who are having account, at least 2 account, not one, at least 2 account in Sadashiv Nagar branch. So whenever we want to talk about customer name who are having account, we go with depositor table, right? And we are talking about accounts at particular branch. That branch I will get from account table, because depositor table is not having branch name. So branch name I can access from account table, and customer name, those who are having account, I will get from depositor table. Okay, so let's start the query. Select what I want, customer names, right? So from depositor table, so I'm using the extension d dot cust underscore name from depositor table. So depositor d, comma. Now I have to join it with account. So account A, where Now, what is the condition? Because I want to, because as soon as I will do this join, so many redundant tuple I will get, because it's kind of a Cartesian product, depositor, join, account. So I will get so many redundant tuple. So to remove those tuple, I have to, on the basis of common column from these two tables, I have to remove the redundancy. So for that, I know that, and if you want, I can show you here in account table account number, and depositor table also we are having account number. So that is my common column. On the basis of that, I have to remove the redundancy. So I have to write a dot, and in my tables for account number, I have used the attribute name as ACCNO. So a dot account number should be equals to d dot account number. I want only those tuples. Okay, so it will remove the redundancy. And I have to give the condition which is given in the question, that branch name should be Sadashiv Nagar, right? So branch name I'm getting from accounts table. So a dot br underscore name is equals to, now this branch I'm getting from accounts table, and branch name is Sadashiv Nagar. So Sadashiv Nagar, fine. So branch name is Sadashiv Nagar. Now what I have to do? I have to group them. So group by d dot customer name. Now what we want? We want the customer should have at least greater than equals to 2 account. So having count, and on the basis of customer name we are doing, so d dot customer underscore name, and the d dot, not a dot, because customer name I'm getting from depositor table, greater than equals to how many account? 2 account. Fine. So if you can see here, what will happen from depositor and account table, we will get only those tuple where account numbers are same. Then we will check that branch name should be Sadashiv Nagar. Now what we will do, for Sadashiv Nagar branch, we will take only those customer name, we will group those customer name which are having, whose name is coming greater than or equals to 2 times. So if you can see, Kavya is the person. Let me show you account table, and let me show you depositor table. So if you can see here, what we are doing, we are checking for Sadashiv Nagar. So here is Sadashiv Nagar, and here is two places I am having Sadashiv Nagar. Branch name Sadashiv Nagar is on two places. So 12357 and 12362 are the account numbers. So here when I will check 12356 and 123 462, this person is Kavya. That's why here we are getting Kavya. The person is having equals to 2 account number. Fine. This Kavya is having 2 account in Sadashiv Nagar branch. Okay. Now the third query is, find all the customers who have an account at all the branches located in a specific city. So for example, for this particular query, I'm considering the city as Bangalore. Fine. I want to find out all those customers who have account. So whenever we talk about customer who are having account, we go with depositor table. Now what we are saying, we are specifically asking for branch city. So as you can see, depositor and branch are not connected directly. That's why we have to take help of account table, because if you can see, account number is common between depositor and account, and branch name is common between account and branch. And what we want this customer name, and we are talking about branch city Bangalore. Fine. So to solve this query, basically we have to take account table help. So we will be working on three tables: branch table, account table, and depositor table. So here I'm writing select. Customer name will come from depositor. So d dot customer name from depositor. and I'm using alias D. I will join this with, first let me write account A, and I will join again with branch B. Fine. So I'm joining these table. Now to remove redundancy, the common attribute I have to give in where clause. So where branch name is common between branch and account. So b dot br underscore name equals to a dot br underscore name, and what, for account and depositor, account number is common. So a dot accno is equals to d dot accno. Fine. So after this, all my redundant tuples will be removed. Fine. Now I have to give the condition what is given in the question, that branch city should be Bangalore. So I will use and from branch table I'm going to get branch city. So b dot br underscore city is equals to, what is the name of the city? Bengaluru. So Bengaluru. Now what next? I have to group this. So group by d dot customer name having count. Now I will use the keyword distinct a dot br underscore name equals to. Now here the correlated query will be select. Now multiple rows can be there, that's why I'm using count star. From which table? From branch table. So from branch where br underscore city is equals to Bangalore. Fine. Okay. Now understand this query first. So this internal query, what it will give me? Select count star from branch where BR city is equals to Bangalore. So it will count all those tuple where branch city is Bangalore. Fine. Now what we are doing? What we are doing is we are displaying customer name from depositor, and we have combined accounts and branch. We only want those customer name whose account is in Bangalore, all the branches of Bangalore. So we are taking that particular customer name and we are equating with this. If from here also we are getting Bangalore, and from this side also we are getting that customer, then we will display that particular customer. Okay, what mistake I have given? um, a dot br name distinct select d dot account number b dot br city is equals to Bengaluru, group by d dot customer name having count distinct a dot br name is equals to select count star from branch where BR city is equals to Bangalore. Okay, after count I have given the space. Okay, if you can see here, so the Kavya is the customer. She is having account in all the branches of Bangalore. Let's see this. First, let me check depositor table. Then let me check accounts table, and then let me check branch table. So here is my branch table. So if you can see Koramangala and Sadashiv Nagar, there are two branches present in Bangalore. So Kavya should have account in both the branches. So if you can see for Kavya, she is having three accounts: 123456, 123457, and 123462. So here if you can see 123456 is in Koramangala branch and Koramangala is in Bangalore. And another, if you can see here for Kavya, Sadashiv Nagar branch also she is having the account, and Sadashiv Nagar is also in Bangalore. Fine. In fact, Sadashiv Nagar, Kavya is having here. If Kavya 123462, so basically in Sadashiv Nagar she is having two account, and in Koramangala she is having one account. So she is the person who is having account in all the branches of Bangalore city. Fine. So this is the query. Here I have done the mistake. After count, I have given the space. Fine. Okay. Now let's see the third query. So third query is find all the customer who have both an account and a loan at the bank. Fine. So now we want to display all those customer who are having account also and loan also. Fine. Okay, so those people who are having loan, their name we can get from borrower table. If you can see the schema, those customer who are having loan, their detail we are getting from borrower table, and those customer who are having account, their customer name we are getting from depositor table. So this is actually very simple query. So if we will check here, what I have to do, I have to select those customer name. So I'm using distinct keyword, distinct customer name. So I will select CUST underscore name from now from borrower table first. So borrower, and I will give borrower B, or you can write borrower as B, no problem, where exists what we want, what exists. Here in the internal query I will give select customer underscore name from depositor. So depositor table, and I will give depositor as D, where now what is the condition? It should exist in both. Customer name should be same in both. So for borrower B dot customer underscore name is equals to for depositor D dot customer underscore name. Fine, that's it. So this is the query. These are the customer who are having loan as well as account. So if you will check here, let me show you borrower table. So here is borrower table. It will give me all those customers who are having loan, and then I'm having a depositor table. So here is depositor table. So here if you can see Kavya, Shamita, Sachin. Kavya is there, Shamita is there, and Sachin is not there in depositor. Likhit is there, Abhay is there. Abhay is there, Likhit is there. So Sachin is the only person who is having loan, but he is not having account. So if you can see here, only those names are coming. In fact, all names are coming except Sachin, because Sachin is not having account. Sachin is the person who is only having loan. Fine. Others, they have account as well as loan. Okay, so next is, let's see the next query. Find customer with an account but not loan. So now we want those customer who are having account, means their name is present in depositor table, but they are not in which table? In borrower table, right? Find those customer with account but not loan. Okay, no problem, let's do this. So here I have to, in fact, in the previous query only I will do little change and it will work. So select distinct customer name from, now from depositor table, because we want that person who is having a account. So depositor, as for depositor, let me use D, where, now instead of exist I should use not exist, and from internal query from borrower. So here from borrower as B, and remaining thing is same, that's it. So this is empty set. Okay, because if you can see here, all the customer who are having account, these are the customer who are having loan, and these are the depositor. So if you can see, all the customer who are having account are having loan as well, right? Because customer, if you can see the depositor table, they are having account and they are having, only Sachin is the person who is not having um, account. So if I will change this query is asking me find the customer with account but not loan, but actually I am having all the customer who are having account and loan other than Sachin. So if I change the query, find the number of customer who have loan but not account, then this query will work actually. So here, because I'm not having any data, it's giving me empty set. If I will change this query little bit, means let me show you that customer name. So if I will write here, in fact, hmm, if I will do this query like this, select distinct customer name from borrower where not exist, select customer name from depositor. Now I will get Sachin, because he is the only person who is having loan but no account. We are not having any person who is having account but no loan. Fine. So here is the query. So here I updated this query. Find the customer with loan but no account, then I'm getting Sachin. Otherwise, in my data set, there is no value, but that query, what I have done there is correct. Okay, next. Find the average account balance of those branches where the account balance is greater than rupees 10,000. So this is very easy. I want average account balance. I will use the aggregate function on balance column, and I have to work on accounts table because it's asking for average account balance. So account table is having balance attribute also. So I don't need actually any other table. I'm just going to work on account table. So this is very easy query. Select average account balance. So aggregate function average, and I will apply this on balance column. So balance, and let me show a branch name also. So let me give BR name from accounts table. So here is a table name, so accounts, and I have to give condition, and condition is balance is greater than 10,000. Okay, and I will group it on the basis of branch name. So group by BR underscore branch name. So when I will do this, it will show me all those branches whose balance is greater than 10,000. Fine. If I will show you simply the accounts table, so here if you can see, so here uh, Mangala is having only 5,000, so Mangala is not coming. Sadashiv Nagar is coming, Vitthal Nagar is coming, Kasturi Nagar is coming, Maruti Nagar is also coming. Fine. So only this branch where the account balance is not actually greater than 10,000, that branch is not coming. Okay. Okay. So last query. Demonstrate how you delete all account tuples at every branch located at specific city. Okay, so we have to delete, and from my database I'm picking the city as Hyderabad. Okay, so okay, uh, I have to delete. So delete from, now I have to delete, and from the specific, uh, they are asking us demonstrate how you delete all account tuple, that means account table. So delete from account table name, where, now what is the condition? Br underscore name in, now what will be my internal query? Select br underscore name from account table, because I know the branch name, but it is talking about a particular city. Okay, so here if you can see, with account table I have to use branch table as well, because branch city is Hyderabad. Okay, so we are going to work on account and branch actually. So delete from account where br name in, select br name from which table? From branch table, where what we want, this br underscore city, which is the attribute of branch table, and we want specifically what the city name, Hyderabad. Okay, that's it. So it will select Hyderabad city from branch table. It will select all those branch name where branch city is Hyderabad, and then we are going to delete those particular branch accounts. Fine. So three rows affected. So let me first see accounts table. So as you can see, earlier also we have seen account table. Here 7 rows were there, but here now 4 rows are only there. So which account is deleted? Vitthal Nagar. If you can see here, Vitthal Nagar and Maruti Nagar was there. So twice Vitthal Nagar and one time Maruti Nagar. So these two are got deleted. If I will see branch table, so this Vittal Nagar and Maruti Nagar should be in Hyderabad. So let me check. So Vittal Nagar is in Hyderabad, Maruti Nagar is also in Hyderabad. That's why 3 rows affected, because here in accounts table there are uh, branches, 2 branches for Vittal Nagar and 1 branch was for Maruti Nagar. So 3 are deleted. So we have seen all these query on bank database. I hope it is clear to you. That's it for this section. Thank you very much.